it comes up over here.
Well, it takes it a second to send it out to everybody.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna sit there like frozen. What is up? What is up, YouTube land? The world of arm wrestling has been shook up yesterday. Huh?
It has, absolutely.
Definitely shook up.
It's been absolutely insane. We're not diving into that just yet.
No,
we want to give everybody just a moment to get on. Because now, it's like what the hell? I guess our thing is over there, right?
Oh, the camera's over there?
Yeah. So Devin's forearm, here we go. And Phil is on, Fox 8 Ball.
So what should we do while we're waiting to we'll show some of these. What? Those are abs.
Oh my God, Phil Woody, you did the Redcon 1 Monster Arm Workout Challenge.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
that's a good one. That's good. I just got through doing. Corey and I just did a workout, and I'm gonna release.
Switcheroo, hey.
I'm gonna release a video of all the people out there that thought that I wasn't strong. I just did some pretty strong shit. I'm just gonna say, I'm extremely proud of myself.
Can we also say, Michael, exactly what was your weight this morning?
Y'all want to know, really?
Y'all.
My stripped morning weight. And we had Texas Roadhouse yesterday. Now I did avoid carbs.
I got a question right now.
All right.
Why do you have to specify to all of these people strip so that they now have the monster naked in their heads? Why? Why do you got to do that?
Because I want the weight number to be accurate. It's got to be accurate. So my morning weight this morning. Can we get some guesses? I need 10 guesses. That many guesses. Now y'all just saw the abs, unless you just
Robert Gould on too.
I see. Just now tuning in.
Robert Gould says 258. Robert, we need to make you a moderator, don't we, dude?
What's up, Robert?
Let me see if I can get to you.
So we got a 258 guess, got a 256 guess. What else we got? Add moderator. 247. Who was that? Who's the 247 guy? We got a lot of guesses.
253, 62, 54, 62, 61.
143.
350, someone said. That's a big monster.
All right,
Todd.
so I'm going to go ahead and tell you. 247.6. I don't even know how that's possible. I honestly don't know how that's possible.
I know. Let me tell you.
I don't know where she's going to go with this, guys.
We waxed you. You have no
hair. Yeah, we did. I waxed 30 pounds of hair off. That's what happened. Let me tell you what. Don't ever do that. That was horrible. It was really bad because we still have the whole video to release. But I was told you're supposed to trim it first. But I thought, hey, let's go ahead and get crazy. Do 40-year-old virgin, rip it out. Very bad idea. Very bad idea.
Yeah, and someone's like pre or post pooping. Okay, so let me tell you Michael's routine in the morning.
I do have a morning pooping routine.
Exactly. He wakes up, he goes to the bathroom, he pees. He comes back to the bed, he takes all of his vitamins,
No, I don't take my vitamins yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, because you don't drink water yet, because you gotta weigh first.
Gotta wait first.
All right, then he goes back to the bathroom and he sits in there for 30 minutes.
Maybe an hour.
It's so long.
It's not that long.
It's so
long. 3 minutes. Maybe 30.
And then
I got to check my notifications.
Then he walks downstairs and he weighs in our gym.
Yeah. So, then I come back upstairs and then I take all my vitamins because I'm drinking my water. Rebecca's made me an espresso. I drink the espresso. Boom. Then we start cardio. So that's the Monsters morning routine.
Yeah.
But yeah, 47.6 is extremely light. I was 48.8 yesterday. We had the Arkansas State tournament. And afterwards, we went and had dinner at Texas Roadhouse. And even though yesterday was a no-carb day, Friday was a no-carb day, today I've incorporated carbs. Tomorrow I'm going to have carbs because I'm going to try to squat 600 pounds tomorrow, which will be my heaviest squat in ever, plus the heaviest box squat was 585. So 600 is by far. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. We're going to try it, so I figured I'd go ahead and have carbs for a couple days. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut the carbs back out again. Now, the reason I'm doing this is our photo shoot is 26 days away.
Dan says, show us your guns.
And me or Rebecca?
You.
Could be a Rebecca.
Look at them guns. Show my abs again.
And you may not be able to appreciate.
Oh, you gotta rise up. I can't see the bottom of your abs.
You see right there, honey. Look, you can see them there.
Oh. Wow.
For some reason, I don't know. So you can't tell how ridiculously veiny these arms are, but it's stupid.
It is crazy.
Yeah. So this.
We need to buy tickets for this gun show, Devin.
Telling you, so I'm super excited, man. We got our photo shoot in 26 days. I am apparently not sacrificing any strength, which is shocking.
Y'all, seriously.
Wait till I post the video of what I did earlier. It's going to blow your mind. It
so
really
you
is.
just heard he weighed in at 247 this morning.
0.6.
0.6. And so that's 30 pounds then.
From where?
Or actually, no, it's 40
Oh my
pounds.
God, honey. It's 43 point, I was 293.
40
So it's 45.4 pounds.
45.4 pounds down. And
I'm stronger on every single lift
he's strong on every single lift.
than what I was 5 months ago.
And just as strong, at least, versus Corey, right? So here's what I got to add to this. All right, there's all of this talking about people got to be big. They got to be 300 pounds. They got to be 400 pounds. They got to be 500 pounds. You got to be 700 pounds. You know, and the thing is, Pushkar, may he rest in peace, told Michael, why you get so fat? He said, you are stronger when you're fit. And because a lot of it's right here with Michael, right? And he is so correct. And so we went through that whole last year of getting pancaked up for zero gain.
Well, I mean, it's the last 4 months I followed Devin's advice, and I tried to. He said, "Oh, you're strong enough. You just have to be healthy." So I just did high volume maintenance workouts while I was pancaked up. Now I was huge. I was very large human, but it didn't translate to the table because I did not do anything in the gym that made me feel confident that I was stronger.
Yeah. So for the people that I'm loving, because Michael posts his before and after and stuff like that on Instagram, they'll be like, oh, God, obviously he's doing some tests, you know? All right, listen, Jacklick, what you don't get, listen to the wife because she's going to tell you exactly what he did. Over here in the before picture where everything was smooth and he was actually clinically obese.
Hey.
You were.
Let's talk about your before picture for a minute.
I was definitely obese, but come on, call it as I see it. Clinically obese, he was on all the shit. All of it.
Yeah.
Okay? Now he is on specifically only what the doctor prescribes through blood work, and it's been nutrition. You're talking about from March 2nd until now, dedication to nutrition, no fucking up, no excuses, zero alcohol.
6 cheat days.
6 cheat days. So 0 alcohol. So you talk about those things, that's what makes a difference. And also he's working out in the before picture.
Dude, this whole
All
thing's
right.
been on a powerlifting program.
It's been nutrition.
Like, this has been a powerlifting program. This has not been high volume bodybuilding style training. This transformation has been nutrition. And like you said, getting pharmaceutical from my doctor, TRT, HRT, what I have a prescription for. So, I mean, I'm completely legal, feel great, 49 years old, probably the best health of my life. And I think I have a very bright future ahead, in my opinion. So we're going to get into talking about the East versus West here in just a second and how I think all that went down. Very, very impressive event. Some amazing things happened. What you
Sarah
got?
Latana's in the chat.
What's
hey,
up? So,
Sarah.
we're going to do that challenge. We're going to do a challenge video.
Are you spying on me? Trying to see what's going on?
Uh-oh.
For those of you who do not know, Sarah is my opponent for MonsterFactory 3. We are the last match on the undercard before it goes to the main card. And if you didn't watch my video, you should go watch it where we actually made the decision, because the reason of my position is because Michael's like, if you break your arm, it's going to screw up my day. So I'm arm wrestling the GOAT, and so that's kind of important. So I need you on the last match before the main card so that if you break your arm, I can tell John, hey, John, we need to arm wrestle now so I can arm wrestle and then take you to the hospital. But I just need you to
Hey, I just got to cover my ass. You know what I'm saying?
That's
how that works. You never know what's going to happen in this sport. So I just okay, let's make sure you're the last match of the undercard so that if, heaven forbid, something was to happen, I could just move my match up from the final match to the first card of the main card, first match of the main card, and then let the rest of the show run itself. So, fingers crossed, of course, nothing's going to happen except an amazing victory. Sorry, Sarah.
My victory is going to be, Sarah, my victory is going to be making it to that day and actually meeting you.
Yeah, that is.
I am so blessed.
Honestly, that is going to be a victory.
I am so blessed that she accepted that match. I mean, she didn't have to.
Well, no,
she's 4 years training, you know.
Rebecca
she's 4 years
Todd.
training and competing. So I'm super blessed that she accepted it. So
yeah. So are we going to do a challenge video with her? So I feel like you guys should do some challenges back and forth. So here shortly, in a minute, at some point, Rebecca's going to do 5 arm wrestling pull-ups, which we all know is not full range, arm wrestling pull-ups, then come to a static position, lock and hold, and we're going to see how long she can hold. So your job, Sarah, will be to do 5 arm wrestling pull-ups, and then static hold longer than Rebecca.
So I got to go first?
Well, she's not going to be able to post a video, so we can see it.
Then all she's got to do is watch what I did and just go.
1 second longer.
Oh,
that's how I always work out with Corey. I'm like, Corey, you're first. Well, Corey outweighed me by like 170 pounds.
I don't know
who
came up with this.
Made sense.
All right, if y'all want to see something like that, there are 481 of you in this chat. There are 102 thumbs up. If you want to see me challenge Sarah on this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, it's cool. I'm good. I can do it
if you
later.
don't want to see it, that's cool too. That's all good.
Later is good.
You can always show my abs again.
Later is good. But what we do have to do is get on and talk about the whole shakeup yesterday, right?
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I believe was the most impressive thing that happened yesterday. Are you ready? Is everyone here ready?
Let me just read this question first.
Read that
Nino
real quick.
Brown, what happened to the Americans in East versus West?
Well,
They had a bad day.
it was not their best
Except for two.
performance.
Except for two.
All right. Are you ready for me to tell you what was the most impressive thing?
Yes, what?
Gabriela Vasconcelos.
Look, all she has to do
my
is
God.
show up.
That chick is, had John Breznk never been born, that's the greatest arm wrestler of all time, male or female. She is a freak. I'm so impressed with that young lady. What she has done in arm wrestling, for the sport of arm wrestling, is second to none. I mean, it's most dominant WAF arm wrestler of that who competed at those events in the history of arm wrestling, male or female. But what she did yesterday was spectacular.
It was
Could not be more impressed with that young lady.
And the thing is that was her benchmark. Like Pushkar was yours, Ekle was Gabi's benchmark, and we were there at Zloty in
17 probably.
16 or 17.
One of the
And when Gabriella got her first win on Ekle, left-handed, one pin, but then Ekle came back and took it back, right? So, and she was so excited. Watching her excitement yesterday, because we know how important that was to her, and we know where she held Ekle in her mind, the respect. And so getting to watch her dominate like that, both freaking arms.
Man.
So excited, and then just to release the emotion, in tears. It was
amazing.
I love you.
Amazing.
Gabby, I love you.
I'm your biggest fan, Gabby. I'm your biggest fan.
Biggest fan.
That was spectacular.
Absolutely. And she is not one of the most prolific female arm wrestlers. She is one of the most prolific arm wrestlers. Period.
No doubt.
Period.
Anyone who thinks otherwise is not aware of how strong that young lady actually is.
Right. And
I would put her up against most males. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put her against most males.
And that's truly all that that's all that she can do right now is be the first female to have a successful crossover. I want to know if any of you are on here that are WAF referees or anything like that. Let me know. Can a woman enter the men's division and compete?
I mean, is it legally allowed?
Is it legally allowed
to enter the males?
Because I know that she can physically, but I want to know, is it
I 100%
allowed?
believe she can physically, especially if she goes to like a 176 weight. If she goes to 154, who knows? But 176, I think she's very competitive. Honestly, I'm not joking.
Right, I agree.
The chick's an animal.
Right.
So the second most impressive performance, in my opinion. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Evgeny Prudnyk.
Evgeny Prudnyk. Okay, what can he not do?
I don't know. That's one talented individual. I mean, he really should be the poster boy for arm wrestling.
He's kind of beautiful.
I mean, he's a handsome dude. He's an opera singer. He's very charismatic. He's hilarious. Strong as shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I dig that dude. I like that guy a lot. And I've had a lot of people say Michael Todd versus Prudnyk, and then you got all the haters say, "Oh, Michael doesn't deserve it." Man, that's dumb. Anyway, of course I deserve it. I've been at the top of this thing for a very long time. But I actually like that match. But that is a big ask.
Okay, so
That's a big ask.
what would your weight be? Would there be a catch weight or?
We could do whatever. I mean, he's ranked ahead of me in the overall rankings, so technically weight shouldn't matter. They have me ranked below him in the overall open category. So if you're going by open category rankings, he's considered the higher ranked competitor.
In the supers, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, technically weight shouldn't be an issue, but I don't see me going back up in weight drastically because I'm gonna keep treating myself like an athlete. And this is what y'all don't understand. I've only recently have put myself in a caloric restriction, and it's not a massive caloric restriction. I'm probably just sub 3,000 calories where I was 3,500 or more, right? And that's just because of the photo shoot coming up. Once the photo shoot passes, I will probably gradually increase back to around 4,000 calories a day of clean food. We will obviously be incorporating more frequent cheat meals, but not enough to ever get fat, right? That's my objective. My objective is to maintain this level or better of conditioning and maybe pack back on muscle fullness, right? So I could see me ended up sub 10% body fat at around 260, which if I'm 260 in the mornings, dressed full body, I'm 270 in the evening, you know. So that's a heavy version of me, especially if I'm that lean. Technically, that would be the leanest, most fit version of me that's ever existed, if I could get to that kind of weight. But that would just be through, you know, just slowly increasing my calories of good, healthy food. And that's the difference. You don't buy a $100,000 sports car and put regular nutty gas in it. You put premium fuel in it. I can't be a highly conditioned athlete putting shit food in my body. My body just doesn't work that way. My mind doesn't work that way. My confidence doesn't work that way. Devin and some of the other athletes can just eat like shit and bulk up and be strong, and it works for them. It does not work for me. So I have to treat myself like a pro athlete, and to do that, it's just quality, you know, good fuel. But yeah, so I mean, I don't really think I'm gonna be super heavy. Would I be willing to pull him at a 250 catch weight, 245? I mean, hell, I was 47.6 this morning, not trying. I could make, if the money was right, I could make a 110 class if I had to, you know. And
What is that?
242.
242. Oh, you could have made that today, just not eat.
Well,
today.
from this morning, but I would have been lightheaded. I mean, when I wake up, I'm hungry. Like, I'm hungry when I wake up. So it would have to be like willpower. Like, there'd have to be a reason for me to.
So where would you like that match between you and Prudnyk to happen?
Man, if there's a promoter out there that wants to pay us both well, then that promoter can have it. Otherwise, I see that shit going down right here at the Monster Factory.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, for one thing,
I mean, if I can bring them here, if Monster Factory continues to be successful and the fans like it, and we get the support from the different brand partners and stuff, then I don't see why I would not just bring them here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially
absolutely.
with our plans of the new edition and be able to house people here and film that content, do all that good stuff.
So would that be a next year kind of thing?
Yes, most likely. So
Travis Newsom says, best of luck to anyone who challenges Rebecca. She buries folks in the yard, barefoot and all.
Well, is that because we're from Arkansas? The barefoot comment?
No, but because I did the thing, barefoot. So let me tell you that.
You do barefoot?
I will definitely bury folks.
She is not afraid of burying folks.
I need to.
Yeah.
Nader Khan, curious your thoughts. How will the sport grow if reffing is bad like during Jerry's match? Also, your match against Rivas. What a sick joke. Okay. Let me.
I'm gonna let you take that.
Take that just diplomatically. All right. If I had any criticism at all, which is hard pressed to come up with any criticism because the East versus West event yesterday
was just we like what they're doing.
Phenomenal.
So we like what they're doing.
It was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, Ingen, you got the streaming down, great. You got the matches down, great. Okay, the problem that I have, and the only criticism, and it is just opinion-based, my opinion, the only criticism I have is Ingen, who truly loves arm wrestling at his core, has become bothered by the trolls. And bothered by this that's happening a lot, where he thinks that people complaining about matches stopping because of elbow fouls. All right, first of all, that 7x7 pad is the confines of an arm wrestling match. That's what you're supposed to arm wrestle with the end. If you come off the front of the pad, you always, 100% of the time, gain an advantage. Always. That's how you stop yourself from being pinned, coming off the front. All right,
it does make it much more difficult to pin.
Getting on their side of the table. And at the same time, he's like, I want to be really strict against the King's move because that bothers people. But I want to let the elbow fouls go because it bothers people to stop. All right, Ingen.
Are we going to talk about shoulder across the center?
Shoulder across the center. Ingen.
That's also a rule.
I love what you are doing. I love what you're doing. But if you want this sport to stay true and not turn into some sort of a fiasco, there has to be some limits. And I'm not saying stop the match. I think what we're doing here at the Monster Factory, what Neil's doing at Arm Wars, is absolutely awesome. Running fouls. The fouls freaking count. You just don't stop the match. You come off the front of the pad, the foul counts. You just don't stop the match.
No, you stop it if it comes off.
Well, we do here.
Yeah, well, that's what the rules say.
Okay, so if it comes off just a tip, just a bit, if it little bobbles, all right, let it keep going, right? But when you're on a running foul, you then have to pin to get a restart. You do not get to pin to win. Okay, and then at that point, your opponent can decide if they want to go ahead and contest the match, stay in the match, or get the restart themselves, and they can lay down. So my point is, in order to keep it looking professional and not turn it into something that WAL was trying to do, I think you got to tighten it up. Tighten it up just a little bit.
Because I missed a lot of it yesterday because I was reffing the event. I heard the beginning announcement today, and the head ref say they were doing WAF rules. Those were not WAF rules. They're not. They're letting fouls, bobbles go away because, I mean, so you're a hybrid of WAF rules. But if you're going to do that, you might as well do Arm Wars rules. You might as well. If you're not going to stick to the rules that you say, then you need to go ahead and just do Arm Wars. Because you can't say, oh, we're going to let this go, we're not going to let that go, when you can't determine what's what, right?
Well, there needs to be...
Lots of fouls happened that were not called and then were called, and then there were different calls, and it was like, this is so weird, it's so inconsistent. So that's the only thing that sucks about that.
So it needs to be defined rules, okay? What are you going to call a foul and what are you not going to call a foul? And then you have to trust your referees to be able to make, in that instant, a very short period of time, is that going to be one that counts, or is that not going to be one that counts? It's much easier just to say, listen, they're just not all necessarily going to stop a match.
Okay, well, I think we got a $20 super chat. In it live, maybe.
In it live. She almost buried me twice before Monster Factory.
This is true.
I did not. Don't say hateful things like that.
She's crazy.
All right, going into Monster Factory events, I'm a little on edge. Okay.
Don't let out of you. Going to any
that
event,
aside,
she's on edge.
you cannot watch Jerry's match or Jerry versus Genadi and say either opponent got away with something and was screwed, because listen, they were both fouling. Yeah, so what you saw was a match, and you saw an outcome, and that outcome.
Yeah, both guys fouled.
Nobody got screwed.
You know,
yeah.
So it's just Jerry hung in there longer, and this is the thing. We'll go straight to that match. Jerry impressed the shit out of me, but it's Jerry just being Jerry. Genadi, I thought, would know to side pressure Jerry out of center to get him out of shoulder. There are very few people in the world who are going to beat Jerry once he gets wedged in there. And you can say the reason I've been able to do it in the past is because my King's move or open topper or whatever, but I also have that transitional shoulder press. But the thing is, once he gets in there, that dude is strong. Like, it's a different pressure that no one else can put on your arm. I've never felt that pressure from anyone else. I've never felt that wedging position to where you just can't get out of it. And he tricks you. Like, he baits you into taking his hand. Like, you're like, oh, I'm going to go this way. Oh, shit, that hand's there. I'm just going to take the hand. Well, that's what he wants. He baits you into that spot.
Because he don't need it.
He baited the shit out of Genadi. And then Genadi thinks he's going to sit there and hold him. Jerry has those, he's not resting, but he's wedged in there, and he'll have these surges. He'll just hit you with a surge mid-match, and you're like, well, shit, that just pinned me. That sucks. You know what I mean? He's capable of doing that. And he did what he had to do to beat Genadi yesterday. Now, this is going to be my opinion, and some people are going to agree and some people are going to disagree. Beating Genadi does not make him number one in the United States. It doesn't make him number one in North America. It makes him very good against Genadi. And apparently, he's the East versus West world champ right now. He's got the helmet. He's got the shield. That's awesome. Super proud of that dude. To come back off the couch, I mean, he said he was training hard, and you just never know, right? Some guys, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. He showed up. Now, he looked like he was going to die after round one. But Jerry almost looked like he's going to die in every match. You know, the guy can pull forever, and he is problematic for 99.9% of the people out there. Cannot congratulate the man enough. Do I think he's the number one in the United States? No. I still don't think he beats Dave. I don't think he beats me. And if someone disagrees with me, set up the match. Let's find out,
okay.
Right? Let's find out. But otherwise, I just want to let Jerry take that win and enjoy it. He didn't have to beat me. I don't have to beat him. We don't have to do anything. I'm proud of him. He's from the United States. He did a great job. Chance Shaw was amazing.
Chance Shaw, I knew.
Woo, shit.
I told you.
Yeah, I don't care.
I told you before the match started, Chance Shaw is going to win. And Michael's like, why do you think that? Because I've been watching Chance.
Yeah, I don't care. Chance looked super impressive. I mean, it wasn't just impressive. It was dominant. Like, it was controlled dominance. The way he did it was as impressive as I've ever seen Chance Shaw in my life. So what does that say about Ron Bath? But Chance beat Ron Bath the first two matches pretty easy. Then Ron came back and won the next three. Ron lost to Zurab 3-2, which technically I think he won that match 3-2. You know what I'm saying? That was another one of those iffy ones. But then Zverev got 2 legit pins on John Breznk. They were weird, but they were legit.
Yeah.
So for Chance to 3-0 sweep that dude. So Chance and Jerry and Gabi, congratulations. Y'all are amazing.
All right, so I know another one that shocked you, and I also called that one. Ryan Bowen, Coach Ray.
Damn. Coach Ray, you're
Coach
a beast.
Ray, I knew you were going to win.
You're a beast, Coach Ray. Raymond's, I was super impressed. I didn't even get to watch the match because I was reffing yesterday.
Michael's like, how'd you know he was going to win it?
Just tell me what's happening. I watched it today during cardio, and your look to the crowd in round 2 when you had him in a hook, I was like, oh, shit, that's bad. And then when you top rode him and said some other language shit talking, that was cool, too, in round 3. So you showed out. Ryan Bowen can convince the world of pretty much anything. I'm certain of that because he has convinced me that through all his training that he is a very, 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 very high level. So either that is real and Coach Ray is a ridiculously high level, or Ryan Bowen is just really good at convincing me because I really thought he was going to win. But he had me so convinced that he was going to beat Lachlan before he pulled Lachlan and Lachlan killed him. Holy shit, Sandris Sedis. Wow. But I mean, and I can't say anything other than the fact that is a reigning 110 kg, 242 pound EAFWF world champ. And Lachlan just was not ready. Like, Lachlan's going to fare well against other power pullers, right? You take a long lever like that just exposes him. I couldn't be more impressed. That kid was impressive. Very impressive.
Okay, so are we good to talk about what's next?
We're still got quite a few matches.
Well, we don't talk through all of them, do we?
John Breznk, Ongarbaev.
Oh, shit.
I mean, what are you talking about? Holy shit. So that is not good for me. I'm just saying, this is about me right now, and I was going to pull the GOAT, and I was supposed to beat the GOAT. Ongarbaev, you screwed up my plans.
These are problems, and Todd Hutchings also had a bad day. So
Man.
I think that is your fault because Todd was on an upward trajectory, just beating everybody, and Michael took him to school at the MonsterFactory.
So you think that had a negative effect on his confidence?
I don't
think it affected his confidence at all. I think Prudnyk's a bad dude.
I think Prudnyk is a bad dude.
But,
hang on just a second.
Yeah.
Saucy James says, which match do you wish you could have back again? Rivas, Genadi, or Devin?
Well, the Devin match is what started it all. Mm-hmm. There are some things that could have been changed that would have, I believe, changed the outcome for that match. So if there was
or at least put you in it.
If there's one that I would like back, if I was going to make a wish, it would be to have $1 billion. But if there was a match I could have back, it would be Devin.
Hector Ibarra says, Michael, can you win without the King's move against Jerry? Can Jerry, wait a second.
As long as it's within the rules, I'm going to win.
Can Jerry win without the flop press?
Huh? What? Did you go there?
Can he?
Yeah, I mean, so the thing is, it doesn't matter how you win as long as you win within the rules. Like I said, Jerry and Genadi both got away with crazy fouls yesterday, but there was a winner determined.
This fellow says, "Don't pull Prudnyk, man."
And I think styles make matches. Now I'm gonna tell you this: after East versus West 3, we went off to the side and grabbed each other's hand in the air, and he said, we were doing this little thing, and he goes, "How do you pull?" And I did like this. He goes, "Oh, your hand's very strong," So. I do think that stylistically I match up against Prudnyk way better than Todd Hutchings, primarily because I think I can match his speed. I think I can match his speed. His hand and wrists are very, very strong. His ability to force you inside is very strong. No one has forced me in a hook in a very, 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 very long time. So I don't know if he would be able to do that. Would he have? But he's completely versatile. Like he's a transit. He can press. He can do everything. So it makes him a complicated puzzle to figure out, but I would definitely like the opportunity.
Brian Lee, what David did Oleg dangerous, and what David did to Oleg was dangerous and unprofessional?
Yeah, from Georgia. I don't know if it was Georgia or Russia, who that was. I didn't get to see that match either, so I have not went back to watch it. I was watching stuff today during cardio. I've heard people comment on it and said it was unprofessional, or some people didn't like his attitude. I don't know, man. You get caught up in the moment. Like I said, I don't know what happened, so I can't speak on it, but sometimes you just get caught up in the moment.
Dogwater, I'm with you. Or yes, what you're saying is true. He said that he's gone back and he's a casual, but he's gone back and he's watched a lot of yours and Jerry's matches. And what happens is you guys end up limping away from those things. You know,
Dude, the 2 WAL matches have fractured my hand both times.
Both times. So the thing is, all right, I put this in a comment.
But that was that tiny strap, the metal buckle.
I put this in a comment, and take it or leave it for what it is, because again, my mind is science-based, not ego-based, okay? And it's not based on assumptions, okay? I try to make scientific decisions. That's probably because I have a science background, right? And when you are talking about world rankings, continent rankings, country rankings, state rankings, each time the pool gets smaller, individual matches matter more. When you're talking about world rankings, then of course you have to look at, well, A beat B and B beat C, but A lost to C, so how does that work out in rankings? That matters. Not everybody has to pull everybody. So there, you would say, yes, Jerry beat Genadi, and Genadi beat Dave, and Genadi beat Michael, so Jerry's ranked above Michael in the world rankings. That's how you have to do it, because the pool is too big to match everybody against everybody. But when you go back to continent, which, by the way, Michael is not at the top of the continent, all right?
Number 2 behind Devin.
He's number 2 behind Devin, and Devin has not pulled Genadi, so you cannot make that assumption. You cannot make it work at all to be number 1 in North America. But if you're talking about in the United States, all right, then it gets even smaller. Now we have more to go on. You can no longer say Jerry went out and he beat somebody over here across the ocean, but he's never beat Dave, and he's only sometimes beat Michael, and the last win is Michael. You cannot say Jerry leapfrogs them. Although the people that do the rankings are going to do whatever, because they base their rankings on opinions anyway.
And the thing is, we honestly don't know, is Jerry better than me? Is Jerry better than me?
Very well could be right now.
Until we find a match, until the match happens.
No, very well could be right now. You
can't just automatically jump that spot without proving it. Just because you beat some guy from Europe.
But yes, you can.
Well, you know you can. It's opinion-based.
Well, that's exactly my point.
Yeah.
You can. He can be ranked there. You can do anything you want to do. Whoever's doing the rankings, you can do it all. But it's not going to be undisputed until you've actually seen it happen.
I agree.
Until you see the match happen.
Now, I'm gonna speak on the me and Jerry match. I like my chances better on 7x7 pads.
Way.
And not necessarily 7x7 pads. Outside of the WAL. The WAL is entertainment-based, right? They want to see long, grinding, ridiculous matches. I was 4-0 against Jerry this last decade on 7x7s. I go into the WAL, and I am 4-5. I've gotten 4 wins on him. He's gotten 5 wins on me. He beat me 3-1. I beat him 3-2. I got the last win. I've got the hammer still. I'm still the WAL champ. But outside of the WAL, in the past decade, I'm 4-0 against him. And I'll tell you why. They call fouls. When his elbow comes off the front of the pad, they call a foul. In the WAL, his elbow comes up with money stuck to it. And they don't call the foul. Like, Jerry lived in the center of the table every time we pulled. Now, I get all kinds of critiques in this about how I was pulling this or that. But you have to call that foul. That foul is stopping me from pinning. It is a center elbow in the center of the table foul. So you take that outside the WL where those fouls are actually going to be called, and I like my chances better. I'm not going to say I'm going to win, but I like my chances better. So all the people that say I'm only good on the WAL rules, I completely disagree with that. My biggest victories have came outside of the WAL. It's just when the WL recruited me, I was successful under their rule system. But Jerry was more problematic in the WAL than he's ever been for me anywhere ever. So I like my chances of pulling him here at the Monster Factory, somewhere else under WAF rules, United States Armwrestling Association rules, AAA rules, any 7x7 standard rule system, I like my chances. But yeah, either way, I'm so proud of Jerry though. That was awesome. Like the guy, I thought he was gonna die, and he pulled out the victory just in classic Jerry Cutterette style. So. And
what if? Here's a question: what if Jerry is the one? All right. Yes, I agree. He needs to prove against him. He needs to prove against you. He needs to prove against Dave. Here, just in this fucking country.
If he doesn't care about that.
But if he doesn't care about that, go.
Go pull Levon.
Go pull Levon. Because what if he is the one? You know? I think us here in the United States going to be freaking happy. I'm going to be real happy because then we don't have to continue this, whatever it is, this limbo stuff that we do all the time.
Well, we're always in limbo. The only thing right now we're not in limbo of is Levon's number one.
Yeah, that is what undisputed looks like.
That's the only thing we know for sure at this moment.
That's what undisputed looks like.
Now, Jerry may think he's got a chance against him. I do not. But, if he's willing to go for it, and his win against Genadi gets the people talking, he gets a shot, hell yeah. I'll be cheering for you. Because if you win...
Someone said just accept Jerry did amazing. We've already said that.
That's a dumbass comment. I've
Did
said
you miss
5
that?
times in this thing how proud I am.
Correct me if I'm wrong,
that was
isn't Mike still WA champion? Yeah, not both arms, because there's only...
They only had right-handed once they went to the Super Match Pro Series format, or Super Series.
Schoolboy beat Todd clean. If you're talking about Michael, they've never had a match. They had a practice pool where they just messed around on the table.
Devin, round 6, left-handed.
$2 for Rebecca Swear Jar.
That's my girl.
I dropped it, didn't I? I'm trying
to
do much better. Nobody gives a damn about Jerry. Man up and pull Moore's off. Okay, Hermes and Prudnyk. We've actually talked, and yes, we care about Jerry. Michael has not run from that match. He has always said he wants to pull Jerry. He just knows him and Jerry can garner a higher number than what people were offering. I think that Paul Italia threw out like $3,000, or maybe it was $5,000.
I don't remember what it was.
So they can garner those two when they pull each other.
They put up $5,000. I don't think he was offering money.
Okay, when those two pull, like someone just said, they limp away. Okay, they're going to be out of commission for a couple of months at least. They need to garner a much higher, because this is what they do for a living, right? Well, it's not what he does. But anyways, Michael Todd, I'm going to bring up Ongarbaev again. He takes on everyone. He even had a go at Levon. He's beat everyone else. And it was the match between Ongarbaev.
He did not beat everyone else. He lost to Prudnyk.
Oh, he did. It was Ongarbaev that we first noticed.
Good. There was a vulnerability.
There was a vulnerability with Levon.
And maybe Levon's fixed that since then, but there was a crack in the armor of Levon in that match. His fingers got exposed, his hand went back slightly. I mean, it was very short-lived, but yeah, Ongarbaev's a special individual. The thing about the John Breznk match is John was so dominant round 1. And then for Ongarbaev to just stay so patient and tight and climb and hit and just get John's wrist, palm turned over and wrist flopped back. Extremely impressive. And then by round 4, John's like, yeah, that's good.
Armwrestling fan says, are you accepting an Alex match or Prudnyk?
Listen, I called Alex and asked him to pull me here. He said he needed to wait because he had this or this or this or this coming. I needed to announce a match, so I called John Breznk, and I got the John Breznk match. I have talked to Engen multiple times. I was supposed to be at East versus West 4 this past weekend versus Alex. Alex couldn't get off work, or there was something going on. I don't remember what it was. I don't know the specifics. Maybe the offer wasn't enough to get Alex interested in the match. I'm not sure. But then I see on video that Alex is there, and I'm like, well, shit, if he was there, he clearly work wasn't an issue. I like Alex. I think Alex is a great kid. I don't think Alex is dodging me. I think Alex wants to get paid for our match. I mean, I have no problem with that. I want to pull Alex. Honestly, the matches that interest me right now, I will tell you. Always willing to pull Dave Chaffee. Always willing to pull Jerry Cataret. But if you talk about Eastern Europeans, Morozov, very impressive against Dave. Prudnyk, see, some people are forgetting that he made Morozov quit at East versus West 2. Now, maybe Morozov is much better. It's been 6 months. I'm a much different guy now 6 months later than I was when I pulled Genadi. So maybe Morozov is much different now. Prudnyk, Morozov, Alex, rematch Genadi, Dave, Jerry, Levon, Vitali, Silayev. Shit, I'll pull them all. Let's go. Somebody let me know what's up.
Where do you want these matches to happen?
I told you, if someone wants to pay us, I will travel to Europe again. But if MonsterFactory continues to be successful, I will happily just do them here and bring them over here and pay them whatever they would get paid normally. I mean, we were paying John Breznk as much as he's been paid, I think, since he's been back. But we know here in the States how big a match that can be. I don't know how much interest it's going to draw overseas, me versus John, but that it's me versus the greatest arm wrestler of all time. I think it's a great matchup, and I think people want to see it, so and I'm willing to pay him for it. But I'm happy to pull any of these guys. if someone wants to make an offer, let's go. Like I said, I'm not huge. I'm 248 pounds, a little bit less than that. But I'm as strong now, it appears,
Like Perry in the house.
in training as I've ever been in lifts. But my table performance looks good. I mean, you've been here. My table performance looks good in practicing with Corey. So, I don't know. I like where I'm at. I'm happy to pull in these guys. I'm very impressed by so many of them. The talent pool is just getting deeper and deeper. Morozov is 24 years old, and he's a giant. You know, he's like 6'5", 288 or something. He was 6'5", 275 when I saw him last, so he's put on 13 more pounds, and he looked just as solid. So, I mean, he's Dolph Lundgren. He's Ivan Drago, 50 pounds heavier is what he is, essentially. So he's the except he's from Kazakhstan instead of Russia. But he's a freak. So that kid's super awesome. Prudnyk, like
Blake
I said,
says
is
your
super,
table performance hurts.
Prudnyk is, like I said, a very special individual. He's got a very wide variety of skills and talents, and I just think he is great for the sport of arm wrestling. So I think either we pull in an open weight class, or we pull at a catch weight, or someone makes the offer and it's legit and makes sense to pull at 110, then I could make that if I have to. But yeah, I like that idea. I like Prudnyk. I like all of them.
So, there you have
Morozov
it.
is not 6'3". I'm 6'3". Morozov's taller than me. I've been 6'3" since I graduated high school. Now they listed him at 6'4" yesterday. I saw that, but he is legit 6'5". So whoever thinks he's 6'3" is mistaken.
Okay, now this is interesting. Allscale says, I want to see right Morozov versus Mike and left Morozov versus Corey.
Corey said, I don't know if I want Morozov, but I actually like it. I actually like Morozov versus Corey Wright as well. Corey is strong. I'd like to see Dave Chaffee and Corey right-handed. I know Corey just lost to John Breznk and Corey lost to Alex. Styles make matches, man, and I just don't know. Dave is so strong. And I saw the post that he made today about Alex. He goes, apparently I need to just do best out of threes. Yes, best out of threes would be great for Dave. He can win the first two pretty convincingly, but something happens round three. That's
Marcus
the thing.
Thompson in the house.
I am a fan of Dave Chaffee. And to see him look so impressive the first two rounds and then get gassed and
It's endurance. And that's what he
said. It's the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing because he's so strong off the start.
Yes. I mean, very, very, very impressive. He said he guesses he just needs to take best 2 out of 3 matches from now on.
Did you not hear anything I just said? You're reading, weren't you?
I was reading,
okay.
and I hate it when you say that to me.
Yeah, I know, but you're not listening, and I just said the exact same thing. Go ahead. What you got?
Nothing. I'm going to continue reading.
Marcus Thompson said something. What about him?
Nothing. He's just in the house.
Oh, what's up, Marcus?
In the house.
Yeah. So,
it's all that chocolate Morozov eats. Phil Woody says.
That could be. He did.
Tell me about
he
this.
gave us some Kazakhstan chocolate, didn't he?
Yeah. Help me remember. Okay. So at East versus West 3, what did Prudnyk look like right-handed against
Matt Mass? Destroyed him like a child.
Did he destroy him as easily as he just did Todd?
Worse.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, Matt was complaining about the setup and this and that, but it was bad.
Okay, so I just remember it taking longer, and it's because of the setup.
Yeah,
okay.
And Matt was yelling and cussing everybody in the building.
And also, Robert Gold, we have invited RVJ. We tried to get him here, I think, for MonsterFactory 2.
The first one, was it the second one?
The second one. The
second one, yeah.
And there was like an issue with, it's hard to get his schedule because his wife also works, and, he's a good dad. And then they
On that note, Robert
stuff.
Gold, I'm going to go ahead and make the announcement right now. We are opening up 5 more spots for VIPs for MonsterFactory 3, so that's a total of 15 spots. Currently, 5 of those spots are taken by previous attendees. So 5 VIPs from the last MonsterFactory are coming back. So we opened it up to them first. So I think that means we have 10 spots available. 10 spots, the same as last time.
$500 each.
$500. You get your own MonsterFactory shirt with your name on the back, whatever name you want on the back. You get to be here Friday night for the weigh-ins, for the little rule thing, and then we're going to do a few 2 out of 3 matches that night as well. And we do the Friday night thing just to test our setup, our connection, everything, make sure
Robert
everything's
Gold
good.
gets the free thing here.
Robert Gold's already on the list.
Okay, yeah,
Robert
you're already on the
has
list.
a friend that wants to attend. I'm supposed to let Robert know.
okay.
I'm letting Robert know right now.
Okay.
It's the first 10 people who contact me and say they want a VIP spot. It's 24 hours only. Starts right now. We go to 3:15 tomorrow, Central Standard Time. The first 10 people who contact me and want a VIP spot, that's the first 10. Last time, this went really, really fast.
Less than 24 hours.
It wasn't a 24-hour time cap last time. It just went in under 24 hours. And I've had so many people, and I apologize for the people who've messaged me and said, hey, give me a heads up. I don't remember who that was. The heads up is right now. I will try to go back in my messages and find out who you are.
Okay, pause. I just dropped Michael's email, monster.michael242@yahoo.com. In the comments, you can email him there or go on his Instagram, Monster Michael Todd, and message him because he does check his whatever requested messages and all that jazz too. So, like he said, last time we had 10 spots go out in less than 24 hours. It is a great time. You can talk to any of the VIPs that were here before. They had an awesome time. You get to come in a couple of hours before the event even starts, watch as we're setting up, talk to the athletes as they're getting prepared to go arm wrestle, and you're up close and personal. We'll have Phil Woody here. I'm hoping, Phil, that you're going to make it back. We'll have Phil Woody here he actually helps our VIPs out, making sure that they know where stuff is and how to get around. And you're definitely invited to hang around for the after fun as well.
Now, we will be starting at noon this time instead of 5. So the
you guys will
event
have breakfast
probably
with
be
us.
over with.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to be doing all that shit.
We're going to do that shit.
We're probably not going to do that.
We're doing that.
I'm telling you right now, we're not.
We are doing
we're not
breakfast.
Doing that. So we're going to have a noon to 3 event, and then we can all go somewhere after. I'm not doing breakfast.
No, let me tell you why we're doing breakfast.
Why?
Because you do sushi before the match. So now we've got to have something for breakfast.
I'm so confused by what she's saying. I'm not getting up that early. Well, I'm not. No. Noon is the start time. After the event, we will go do something after the event where everybody can go. But yeah, there's breakfast not an option.
It's an option. Pancakes.
Definitely not. I do like pancakes.
There you go.
All right, we'll figure something out. But yeah, so the VIPs will be able to attend the Friday night festivities and then show back up on Saturday. Now, the Friday night's going to be over with quick. Like, it's not. You don't expect to be staying at my house very late because you're getting the hell out. You know what I'm saying? Because we are going to be.
Marcus Thompson, I will sponsor someone in a competition type raffle. Mike and Rebecca, you can come up with a game for the lucky winner.
Are you saying for a VIP package? What's he saying?
He said, I will sponsor someone in a competition type raffle. Marcus, would you...
I'm confused, Marcus.
We're confused about what that means exactly.
But thank you for your support.
You can come up with a game for one lucky winner. Are you talking about for like one of the VIP packages?
Yeah, because I wouldn't have time to do anything in the next 24 hours.
I pay for someone. That's what he's talking about for a VIP.
Okay, so how do we come up with something in the next 24 hours? Because I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to lay out.
Well, he's already, okay, so he's reserved one spot. So that means that there are 9 spots left, guys.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so he's reserved, so there are 9 spots left. So now we have time to come up with a competition.
We just had another VIP spot taken right now.
Oh, now there are 8 spots left. So now we have time for, to come up with a good competition.
And Marcus, send me a message about some ideas you might have, because my brain's always doing something else.
Mizel
help me
says, sign me up for whatever game. Well, guys, be sure that you've hit subscribe and click that bell for notifications. All notifications, because when we come up with that, we'll definitely be announcing it in a live, so you don't want to miss that notification. Plus, we're so close to that silver button. So if you have not subscribed yet, please click out right now, hit subscribe, and help us get that number. We only like just a little over 2,000, I think. I can't remember the number exactly. I've already dropped Michael's email in. Guys, if you could, one of you share that again for me, please. And Devin's Classy Finger says, just for support. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So, yeah, we have that. We talked about the card. The card was spectacular. There were things that, obviously Morzov beating Dave, Prudnyk beating Todd in such a fashion that I've almost never seen Todd beat that way. It makes you think a Prudnyk versus Dave Chaffee match could be very interesting, because Dave and Todd have been practicing a lot, and I haven't seen Dave beat Todd like that. So that could be very interesting. A Dave Chaffee Prudnyk match. Okay, so what does this mean for Dave Chaffee versus Vitaly at King of the Table 5? Now, it's not necessarily an end-all be-all because he lost, because Genadi lost to Hermes at King of the Table, and then I thought, well, he just lost. I can't have this guy pull me in a month or two over here in Turkey, and then he comes over and beats me. So just because Chaffee lost to, Morozov doesn't mean he's not in contention versus Vitaly. Styles make matches, things happen, right? But it does take a little bit of the excitement
Hype?
off of it. Yeah, just a little bit. So I don't know what they're going to do with that. I haven't spoke to John since his loss to Ongarbaev. I'm sure he's still up for the main event match with me at MonsterFactory 3.
Jerry's going to pull armies in November.
Yeah, I know that. That's November 19th. That's for the East versus West World Championship thing. That's the whole helmet and shield. Jerry has to defend that 3 times. Defend it 3 times is what they said. Now, does that mean he won it now he has to beat 3 more people to keep it? Or did he just beat 2 more people to keep it? I don't know how that works. Because defending would mean he has to beat 3 more people. So I don't know how that works. But
okay, Phil, comment on here and tell me if my audio is okay, because I am using a mic. I can unplug it if it's got a problem. There should not be a buzz. There's no buzz in here.
Yeah, we have nothing going on.
You are the other side of the world. John will be back. Yes, he will.
Of course, it's John Breznk. He's amazing, and round 1 just made me think what a stud he was. It's just Ongarbaev just came out and just was not willing to give up.
In fact, let me tell you, after round 1, we get a call from the gorilla. There is a light buzz, but not troublesome. Audio sounds great, no worries. That's what Phil says. Okay, so we get a call from the gorilla after round 1. He's like, I just want you to know, John is the GOAT.
Oh my God, it's so impressive. He just
awesome.
took everything from him. But then, like I said, that young man just came back. He adjusted, made the right adjustments, and did what he had to do to get John out of position and fatigued. That's what happened. He got him out of position and he wore him out. John does have phenomenal endurance once he's in position. If his wrist is flattened back like that, and you got someone who's putting that constant tension and pressure on him, his endurance is not the same.
They're saying Breznk wasn't 100%, and he was just ill.
Yeah.
We know that. He was definitely just ill. When will we see Devin compete again? No idea.
I think he's doing some little tour thing right now. He's been at a couple, he was at that Locked and Loaded event that was in Virginia that Travis's event had. He was there this weekend. I've seen him up at a New Jersey practice this past week. So him and Jody are in a car on the road somewhere, but I have no idea.
Yeah, so lots of stuff going on. So do we want to try the thing?
I feel like we should. So
I don't know if Sarah's still on. She might have had to
if Sarah can come back and watch this, we will cut this out and send it to her so that she knows what she has to do.
Well, we're going to unplug the audio.
Unplug the mic. Are we opening up the garage door or are we kicking this light on? What do you want to do? Dun, dun, dun.
All right, well, okay. You are not allowed to get my butt. Do you understand?
Oh, I'm definitely.
Do not video.
Okay, I'm so confused what you meant because I'm getting the butt.
No.
What?
Stop
You know
it.
how we roll.
So, guys, I'm about to do this. I'm going to do 5 what?
Arm wrestling pull-ups.
Arm wrestling style pull-ups.
All right, so what are we doing?
You have to turn it around.
Oh, the riser is still in the vehicle, so you have to jump up there.
Okay, turn the light on. Look how dark it is, guys.
All right, here we go. I got my timer ready. So the time.
Take it off. Just hold it.
Oh, I'm just holding it? Well, that makes it complicated.
Okay, well, put it on here. Just
No,
be
I got
careful. Okay.
All right, are we still? Oh, there's somebody talking. All right, here we go. So I'm not allowed to get the butt, she says. And she's going to have to jump up there. I can't, I'm trying to cover, trying not to get too low. All right, so.
You don't have a timer.
Right here, honey. I said this. If you'd be listening. Oh, shit. See what she does? I was trying to read this stuff. Marcus Thompson said something about me pulling Jerry. Make sure you're tan better. Jerry, make sure you're tan better. We know that won Jerry the match. That's what Jerry won the match. If you're talking about him pulling Genadi, he might have had a better tan than Genadi, but I definitely got the better tan now.
I was worried.
All right, here we go.
I'm really nervous.
Baby, I need you to hurry up. I'm holding multiple things here. All right, we got 5 arm wrestling style push-ups.
So,
Just
pull-ups.
Pull-ups.
So I only have to go from 90 up, right?
90 up and then lock it.
Do I lock and hold
Yes,
here?
yes. All right, babe.
Okay, you make sure you raise that and keep it off my butt.
Shut up and go. I love you.
All right?
Here we go. Jump up there.
No, I'm not ready.
You have to be ready. My left shoulder's gonna wear out. I'm getting fatigued already. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're starting a timer. All right, so guys, how long can she hold? How big was I when I was 18? 6'3", 215 when I graduated high school as a senior. I graduated 17, turned 18 like a month after graduation. Hang on, baby. You're at 14, 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Keep going. This is spectacular. Your back looks amazing, I tell you. Amazing. I'm super proud of you. That's awesome. Keep going, keep going. 25 seconds. Let's go 40 seconds. Go 40 seconds. Come on, honey. That's 30 seconds. 10 more seconds. Keep going. Can she go? Come on, girl. Oh, come on, sweetheart. You got this. 37, 8. Keep going. Go 45. Go 45. There's 40. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. 42.95. I can't find you. You're running off. 42.95, baby. You're a beast. You're a beast. I don't think he's breathing either. But let's throw up a double bicep. Let's see that back. Elbows forward, sweetheart. Oh, there you go. Sarah, you ready for that? That was it. That was good stuff. All right, so let me put you back on the stand here, and we'll finish up what we have going on. Oh, crap. What did I do? Oh, you got to turn it around? There we go. Oh, looking hot. I got it.
Oopsies.
We're not using the mic anymore? All right.
Okay.
Killed it.
That was rough. Mike Davis says Rebecca's a babe.
She's a hottie.
You lucky guy. Say it again.
Look how lucky she is, though. Boom. Boom.
Okay.
She likes the hair. I was a little sweaty just then, too, so can't say she doesn't
Ian
like
said
that.
John was sick also. John was sick, yes.
It's all good, man. He looked amazing still. I mean, hey, it happens. John committed to pulling. He showed up even not 100% and did it great. But you still got to give credit to Ongarbaev because he learned from round one, came back, did what was necessary to win. So super impressed with that young man. What do we got? What we got, baby?
She's a beast. She inspired my wife to start training, said Trey.
Was that Trey Sweet?
Yeah, I enjoyed meeting your
Suit?
wife yesterday.
I can't remember.
Suit is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So was that good? Was that as good as what you would expect?
Hey, 45 seconds. That's a pretty good. I mean, I hate lock and holds. So I quit doing them just for standard lock and holds. So I started doing side to sides with my knees so I could train my abs at the same time because I get bored doing lock and holds.
Okay, I don't know how to say your name, but your last name is MTCRB. Okay, let me tell you, he says Rebecca versus Gabby would be scary.
No, it wouldn't.
Pause. Yes, it would. For me, terrifying. I'm telling you, it's pretty much like someone said, you cannot, please don't mistake because I am Mrs. Monster that I'm anything in this arena, okay? Basically,
listen, you could put your core against the table, grab a hold of her with both hands like this, do your hardest back pressure load, and she'll still beat you.
I could give her a horse tranquilizer.
Yes.
Before. Tie bands to her.
She could be unconscious.
She could be unconscious.
No, I'm just telling you, y'all don't understand.
And I might lose my limbs.
That
okay?
chick is unbelievable strong.
This $10 says MMT can't do what Rebecca just did. Travis Newsom.
Hey.
Hey,
Aren't
hey.
you a VIP here? You don't get to be saying that shit.
I like that.
All right, get the time.
Okay, wait a minute.
You
Wait a minute.
asshole.
Okay, 611 people on there, 312. Thumbs up.
I don't want to
Give
do
me
this.
a thumb up. If it gets a 350, I'm going to make Michael do it. Okay?
All right,
Jolene
nobody
Clark.
thumb up this shit.
Tried
I did
to
take my
email
ring
to
off.
reserve 2 spots. Don't know if it got through. Would love to come though. Would be excited. Did you
Jolene
check
Clark.
your email?
Okay, so let me check my email real quick.
So we're only at 313. Remember, we got to get to 350 thumbs up. So
In
if
the
you
next
have not
5
clicked that thumbs
seconds.
up,
If you're not there in the next
click out of
5
chat,
seconds.
hit the thumbs up, and let's see Michael try to do 5 arm wrestling pull-ups and then hold it for how long I
Okay,
hold
so
it for.
I'm gonna have to check my
Spam folder?
my junk. Yeah.
Check your junk. Mizelle Jordan Jador says, attack that like button.
Okay,
Smash the
yeah,
thumbs
it
up,
didn't
says
come through,
Mizelle.
Jolene.
Oh, we're at 351. Sorry, brother.
Damn.
Let's go see
That's
it.
some asshole shit right
Let's
there.
go see
Oh,
it.
there's Jolene.
Oh,
Reserve 2 spots. Okay, so
got it.
All right, so now we're down to 6
6.
spots.
We're down to
I'm gonna
6
let me go
spots,
ahead and
guys.
put her name on here real quick. Jolene.
Shmo, what happened?
Ah, crap.
Okay,
All right.
so now he's gonna have to do it.
Oh, you gotta use my thing for the timer though.
I gotta see if this switches right.
You're right. So I gotta hold for 46 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't like that plan at all.
Just a second, guys.
Huh.
Here we
I
go.
can't grab my phone. That's the timer. I can't hold as tight as Rebecca because I can't get any closer than this. So there's no
Do you hear those excuses already, guys?
Hey, this is as close as mine goes.
Rebecca versus Devin's wife. No butt shots, please.
Hey, you
Don't
showed
get
all
his
my
rear,
ass.
Rebecca.
Show the entire ass.
No,
Damn it.
I have to tell him that because if he's videoing me, I will go back and try and edit my videos. I'm like, Michael, you got my ass the whole
I get really
time.
distracted.
Let's go, Mike. 42.9 seconds.
Oh, is that what you did? No,
I think I did 42.7 or something.
Oh, was it? I guess
I didn't go to 45.
You did not. 42.9.
Where's your disgust for losing at? Someone said. Cold Stone says, are you giving Jerry his flowers for the win?
So 5 arm wrestling and then lock and hold.
Yes, sir.
Can you count it like frequently? Because I will get so
You
bored.
didn't give me any
I will get
updates.
so bored.
I got like 3 updates, and I was hanging around up there until like 20 seconds going, how long have I been doing this?
I
I'm
told
trying
you
to
15,
count.
I told you 15. All right, you ready?
Okay. Ready?
All right, here we go.
Here we go. 43 seconds, Michael. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it started. You guys can see. You're looking good, babe. Looking real good. You hate this. Oh, but you look so good doing it. Making me proud.
I don't know where we're at.
You are at 18 seconds. 18 seconds. Okay. The fix does start at 3:30. So, oh, it's already starting. You are at 30 seconds. Once we get off here, we got to get off so that everybody can jump off to the fix, okay? It's tough. It is very tough. You're at 37 seconds. Nope. I beat you. I beat you.
Okay, no,
Oh, gosh. I beat him.
won't be no time today.
That makes me happy. That makes me happy.
Oh, that sucks.
Sorry, guys. Gotta get this back on. All right. So we do need to say bye-bye because you guys got to hop on over to Neil. He's got the fix going. This dude keeps saying I'm an egomaniac. I don't know what that means. Looking great, Rebecca. MMT, thank you so much. That was a good challenge, and I'm worn out. Are you fatigued now?
I did all that other stuff earlier.
Travis Newsom, not close is where you're at, bud.
You are no longer welcome as a VIP.
Check it out. All right, guys. We'll talk to y'all later. You've been awesome.